Well, we're live. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Oh, that's weird. Do you hear your voice when that happens?
Party people.
Nora, first in the house today.
Oh, Nora's fort. Oh,
First.
wow.
First in the house today. What up, Ryan 840? What up, Nora?
Wow.
She's making up for Friday.
Yeah, she wasn't able to join the show on Friday.
Yeah.
I'll let her explain why.
No explanation needed. You had a great time. That's all I'm saying.
And then she put on one of the best Halloween parties I've ever seen
Saturday
night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Up at the place?
Apartment. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it was awesome.
We have pictures coming in on this or what?
I got some pictures.
All right, we got to show them today.
Yeah.
I was deathly hungover. Hey, I'm gonna remind me. I'm just gonna bring you a bunch of those Alka-Seltzers.
Yeah, you should.
Just have on standby. Dude, you can buy this thing on Amazon. I think I bought the 25 pack.
Oh yeah, you should. That'd be nice.
I'll bring you some.
That'd be nice of you.
I'll bring you some. I have a bunch. They're legit.
I believe you.
Even if it's like it doesn't have to be deathly, it could be like the slightness of it.
Yeah. Whoa.
Monday. What about Halloween week?
Halloween.
Halloween.
It's on Thursday, right?
Thursday. It's weird. It's we got a lot going on. You got from a perspective of that. You got Halloween Thursday, right? Got a game Saturday.
Uh-huh.
And then that stupid thing they call daylight savings time is Saturday night into Sunday morning.
And you don't like daylight savings time.
It's this one I don't like because, man, I've documented and said this. I hate it's going to be like dark at 5 o'clock and glue. You know, it just sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Right.
This is the fall back, right? So yeah. Stupid.
Fall back.
Right? When you turn the clock back.
You know better than me.
Spring forward, fall back. Spring forward, fall back. You get the hour, apparently.
All right. Yeah, I got photos we could share.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. But are there photos you can't share?
No, there's.
Oh, okay. The way you said, like, well, I got some photos that we can share.
Let's see here. We got. Ooh, I don't know if we have enough time. We can do it when we go on if you want.
What's that? Your photo? Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up.
All right.
Better write it down so I don't forget. Too bad you can't post photos on like the stream, or can you?
Well, I will be able to show the stream.
Well, to bring it up,
yeah,
or your phone.
No, yeah, on the computer.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm in for this.
Yeah, I'll be able to do that. Whoa. Oh man, my car was.
Yeah, you had a little.
I thought for sure my car was towed today, and it wasn't.
Did you work last night?
Yes.
And just forget it there.
I'm such an idiot.
Oh well, don't sell yourself. Don't do that.
I reminded myself 3 times to move the car, and I never did. I just went home. But thank God it was there.
Was it on your calendar? An alert?
No, but my calendar is chock full with everything. Seriously.
You've turned this over.
Ask me what I'm doing a certain day, and I'll tell you if I have something that
really
day. Yeah. Well, we could test it. Yeah.
I'm going to test you. We're going to do that.
Hey, Pat.
Awesome. Pat.
Thought the football team
should have put something in your calendar, Nora said.
You guys are such. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Put reminders on there, she says as well. Nora, you get it.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Monday. Welcome to Morning Hookup. Bill Hooks, Will Wilson. Good morning, everybody that's hanging out with us. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Shane. Good morning, Nora. Good morning, Ryan 840. Good morning, Will Wilson.
Good morning, Hooks.
What's up, brother?
Nothing at all. What's going on with you?
Man. Great weekend.
Yeah.
Great weekend. Hope everyone had a great weekend as well.
Good.
Out there. It was a beautiful weekend, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
It was nice. Were you
really
busy?
Nice?
Down at the bar?
No, not really.
Going out? Oh,
no.
You mentioned this earlier. We should talk, man, because we talked about this week coming up, right? We know it's a game, right? But Thursday night, Halloween.
Yep.
Halloween's upon us for all you spooky people that like creepy, scary stuff on Thursday and the entire week, right? We have that game. Then we have a game on Saturday, 2:30. Then the daylight savings time crap, right? Dark at 5:30 time. Here we go. Everybody get excited for your extra hour of sleep. But
And I will. Thank you.
I won't. Whatever. Halloween. I like because Nora was first on the stream today. Okay. We know she had a little rough Thursday.
Friday.
Could not hang out with us on Friday, which is fine. She made up for it. Number one on the stream. But you mentioned like you had I knew you guys were dressing up this weekend, right? Halloween party. Sonny and Cher in the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you want to see
You
it?
said it's the best Halloween party. Like what? Time out. Tell me about the party.
Oh, the party was awesome. I mean, her and her roommate go all out for
Like
this thing.
decorate. Yeah, spooky punch.
Decoration. Yeah, there was a punch. It was like an apple cider.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Did anybody sneak rumplemint shots in this thing?
Actually, Nora's dad brought over homemade peppermint schnapps.
Oh, baby.
And it was better than Rumpleman's.
Really?
Oh, it was so good.
Same effects as rumplemints.
Yeah, I don't know if it was as lethal
Yeah.
as Rumpleman's, but it tasted better. It was smooth. It was really good stuff.
Nice.
So we're passing that around, which was good. Mom and Dad even showed up.
What?
For a little bit. Yeah, Mom and Dad showed up.
They came downtown. They rocked it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Nice. Now we're gonna get to your picture. We got to show the people how great you guys looked. Did Mom and Dad dress up too? Or they just like, hey, we're here, Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad Wilson.
No, they showed up. Mom was dressed as a construction worker.
Perfect.
And
that aligns.
Dad had a cowboy hat on. I don't think he really had a costume, but I think he just put a hat on. And I thought he was going for the Kevin Costner Yellowstone look.
Was he going for like the Billy Crystal City Slicker?
He could have been. He could have been.
Could have been that.
But
is he rocking the suspenders still too?
No,
because that's a mainstay of your dad.
Yeah,
it's a staple.
He probably had them on. He just they weren't showing. No. So they stopped by, which was good. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time. Let me show you some photos.
Let's get some photos up here.
Okay, let's see if I could do this right.
Let's go.
Oh,
this will be a first. This is history in the makes of on the morning hookup here on the stream.
Can you see that?
Oh, I did. Whoa!
There's us.
Okay.
Just as Sonny and Cher. Okay.
All right.
Right.
Well done. Well
Pretty
done.
Good, huh?
Yeah, it's really well done.
It's awesome, right?
Sweet stash.
We
looks like that shirt. Is that a brand new shirt?
It is.
Just out of the package.
I
could tell.
Yeah. So that was good.
Man, yeah, you even showed a little bling up there, a little
in
the chest area.
Yeah, we went out to the bars after that.
You did. You lit the place on fire when you guys walked in.
Well, nobody could recognize me. It was kind of funny.
Nice.
All right, and I have
what else we got? We got some other ones.
Yeah, we have some other photos here.
Oh, get your phone number off there. That's happened to you already, and it's already been a problem.
I know.
Look at the spread.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Right? Let's keep going. There's the scary donuts.
Oh, you got nerd clusters up there?
Do you see the ghosts?
Those lollipops? Oh, those Tootsie Roll Pops?
No, what they did was they tied those around shooters, and you'd take one, and whatever shooter you
That's
got.
what you got? Let's go.
Take it.
Nerd
Great
clusters
idea.
up there. You got some cookies. Apples. Who wanted apples?
I
love it.
Yeah, apples.
Apples.
Here was kind of an action.
There's Mom.
Here's an action shot of the party.
I got Shaggy in there.
Yeah, there's Dad. There's Mom and Dad.
Dad came to get the damn drinks. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all he came for.
See, Hannah is to the right of Dad there. She dressed up as Walter White, and she won the costume contest.
Absolutely. That's the number one.
So yeah, that's
nice job, guy. That's awesome.
Pretty good, right?
Nice job. That's well done.
It was a lot of fun.
Peeps. Well done, man.
It was a lot of
great
fun.
Weekend.
They killed it.
Great
and then
weekend.
Yesterday, gosh, I almost got my car towed.
Yeah, you forgot.
I forgot it was parked in a bad spot, and luckily it was still there this morning. So
you just missed an opportunity because we've always talked about calendars and reminders and stuff, but you're self-proclaiming that you're organized now.
I am.
What are you doing on Friday this week? Is there anything on your calendar on Friday? What does it say on Friday?
Well, let me just look at my
Let's
calendar.
Go. Friday.
Let me look at my calendar. The 30th. No, that'd be
That's
the first.
That's the first of the month.
The first, I don't have anything planned.
All right, let's see. Thursday. Go back. Halloween.
We
got to find something on your calendar so this actually works.
I've got nothing planned.
Oh, gosh. Wednesday. I don't even know what's happening.
Wednesday, I've got nothing planned.
Well, what are you doing this week? Like at about Saturday. I'm trying to help you out here.
Saturday, yeah. I am bartending that night. Yes.
Okay, so you have something on there.
Yes, I do.
All right.
It's also Day of the Dead that day.
I was getting a little worried.
Yeah.
That you had nothing going on. I was trying to say, oh, look, Will Wilson's using his calendar.
By the way, did you catch that that Cowboys 49ers game last night?
We're going to get to that.
Did you catch that really funny part?
Which part?
I
watched most. You know what? I got sick of it about the fourth quarter, roughly.
You might have caught it.
I started I don't know. It was stupid.
You might have caught it. It was Melissa Stark doing a sideline report.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Let's go.
The scar tissue to make sure he had full range of motion. When he made his NFL debut last week,
what?
There were definitely flashbacks.
Did you hear that?
Can you play that again? That's good.
The scar tissue to make sure he had full range of motion. When he made his NFL debut last week.
Why do I feel like that's me when I'm trying to do a promo or something on the break of the break? Yeah, it's me.
Husker fans after Saturday's loss.
Yeah. Matt Rule after not getting the 15-yard, watching Ryan Day not get one. You know, after the terrible spot that we got in that game. That's what the ref said, by the way. That was Rule.
Yeah. I heard that, and I had to get that on recording.
That's really
the
good.
Scar tissue to make sure he had full range of motion. When he made his NFL debut last week, he said there were
somebody's tongue got in the way.
Well, by the way, I appreciate it. I mean, she killed it. She just kept on going after that. Excuse me,
true
and
professional.
then kept going.
Before we're going to get to Nebraska right here in a minute, Nora says on Thursday, put Indian Oven and Scary Movie with Nora in your calendar. What time, Nora? You set the time, you set the date, you set everything on Thursday. Okay? Going to the oven in a Scary Movie with Nora.
What movie should we watch?
Now, the question is, do you put Nora in your calendar, or do you have a name for Nora? Oh, that's an Ask Will Anything question. Don't answer that one.
It's Nora.
Don't ask her that. Don't answer that one. Don't answer that. Okay?
All
right, let's get to it. Boy, Saturday, Will. It was a weird Saturday, by the way. If you were watching, I did not play golf, by the way. I said, nope, we canceled it. By the way, it's a little chilly, and I just couldn't. 5:30, buddy. 5:30 for Nora.
All right, got it.
We didn't play. We got out there. Murders came over. We hung out. We turned the game on. It was such a weird way to watch a football game because I think Oscar Nation might have been like, what's going to happen? Do we get, it's low expectations going into for a long time, right?
I mean, I said 38-7. I didn't think we were going to.
I was 38-28, like a cover. But, boy, what an effort. Again, I'm not going to say I'm going to be with Coach Rule. There's no moral victories in this, okay? No moral victories. But there's a few things that come out of this that I think there's questions, and maybe you got some answers in this game. Coach Rule said one thing in his post-game press conference that really got. He said the one that says the first time that he had felt like there was a championship DNA essentially in the locker room. That they have they're there. The first time, right? Because we know that he's trying to flip a culture. We know that, right? We look back in Indiana, looked back at other games. When things were going wrong, they didn't know what to do, right? So you saw some of that fight. You saw some of that effort, okay? Again, we lost the game. An L's an L. Doesn't matter, right? So many questions in this game for me. Refs, I get it. Refs are terrible, okay? Offensively, I still don't understand what the hell we were doing. First half especially. With screenplays. That screenplay, wow.
We should ban that word.
I had Tanner Lee in Northern Illinois in my brain the entire time.
Well,
because
at least we didn't. The difference between those two is that Tanner Lee gave up 21 points on pick sixes.
My concern is double for this. One, Coach Rule mentioned that we might have to do that stuff, right, in this postgame. Two, because they have such a heavy pass rush and whatever. If you're not going to figure out, if you're going to run that play to the same side or whatever, and your receivers have zero chance to block or can't block, quit running the damn play.
Simple.
Because it's a double edge right there, right? It's great. You're trying to get a guy like Barney in space or whoever in space. But if you're going to miss blocks, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
And if you're going to throw it to the side where they have numbers, it's not going to work.
And the issue is deeper than that. That is Satterfield not being in what's the word I'm looking for here?
In tune,
in touch,
in touch.
He's out of touch with the strengths and weaknesses of his team.
But that should be like, we shouldn't have a problem blocking on the corner. We have big bodies out there. Went to that and was terrible.
I don't know about that.
Because if you look at the second half of this game, they really thought, like, there was a sweet, like, I had a thought. I was like, who's calling plays now? Because I thought it was different. It looked different. The first half, no rhyme or reason what we were doing.
I don't know about this, though.
We quit. Like, the 2 times we went vertical in the first half, PI and a catch, or almost an overturned catch, right?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Which they got that right.
They did get it right. Unfortunately, they got it right. That's the only call they got right all day.
And then what was kind of frustrating, too, is when we would go vertical, we would get called for PI, which, I mean, they probably got those calls right.
They missed a lot. I mean, the rest missed a lot. The one I know they're talking about, there's a hole. There's pictures of Jamar Butler getting held. There's the offensive pass interference. But the most blatant thing I saw was that stupid spot. How the hell do you get that wrong? Nebraska did not know. Nebraska wasted valuable seconds. They assumed they got the first down and were flipping out personnel.
Here's what happened. Did you see right in front of where the ball actually was? We had 2 players on the ground, and they had a defender on the ground with us. The ref thought that person had the ball. I think it was Benhart.
There was nobody backwards. Everybody was over the first down marker.
No, there was. Yeah, we had a guy on the ground with a defender in back where the line of scrimmage was, and the ref thought that person had the ball.
I was so mad. I was so mad because that's like it's so stupid. No, then the second just go. We thought we had a.
No, that was so frustrating.
So you had missed calls. You had also some things are not like others. When Ryan Day lost his mind on the targeting call, which was,
so
once it's laid out, it's called, it's going to stay that way. Because that was, I thought there was a little bit of launching into Banks at that point.
Yeah, there was.
But Day's reaction to the fact that they got a sideline warning, where if Coach Rule does that, he kind of like, he gets that flag. We don't get that flag. Secondly, after that, I don't know why we didn't go for the over the top at that point. Now, there's questions about, is Dylan's, is there a hurt shoulder somewhere?
Yeah.
We don't know. Maybe we'll get some clarity. Probably not. Maybe Coach Rule will talk about it today when he talks. But I know he's still a tough enough kid. He'd get it 20 yards up the field.
Well, you talk about going vertical in that scenario. Without a doubt, if I'm correct.
Dude, they're all upset.
After the targeting penalty, we did screen.
Yes.
And then I think we did and then the 2-minute warning. And then we did another screen.
Back to back.
Which is why you think Satterfield wasn't calling the plays in the second half. I think that shows he was.
He was. I wonder if he was up there and maybe Glenn Thomas was calling plays and he went and stole the playbook and locked himself in the bathroom.
Dude.
And called the play.
So frustrating.
It was frustrating.
The reaction show was awesome because, that's what everybody was. I think that was the overwhelming opinion among the fan base is that these play calls suck.
He's like, oh, by the way, we haven't called this one in a half. Let's go back to it.
Dude.
Stupid. Boy, look at some stat-wise, though. Shout out Black Shirts, by the way. You stood up.
Yeah.
You made a lot of plays. Now, there are a couple. They give up a couple big plays. And I'm not going to sit here and call people out, but, boy, some people were burnt toast.
Nope.
I'm not giving you the corners. I'm not giving you the safety. You go look in your linebacking crew. They got a little beat up on some routes, get out of position, and maybe that's not quick enough. You call it what you call it, right? Nebraska gets 18 first downs, 5 of 16 on third down, by the way. Held Ohio State 1 of 10 on that. Only give up 64 rushing yards, 285 total yards against Ohio State. You got to win those games.
Mm-hmm.
Got to win those games. They had 3 sacks to 2, 1 interception apiece, 6 punts. Boy. Man, the other thing I'll say is, again, Dylan Raiola doing well. Okay, he's a freshman.
He's 18.
I am a little like, oh my gosh. You think back, there's 3 throws that I can think of right now. 2 in Ohio State game, 1 in Illinois. Yep. These games are different.
What was the second one? I know the first one.
There were a couple throws in the game that were like, just a little outstretched, like for a first down.
Well, the one in the end zone. What was the other one?
There was one on the side, I believe, that would have got us like a 3rd and long conversion. Again, not a touchdown pass, but something that moves the chains.
Yeah.
Just out of the outstretched arms.
Yeah, he missed that. He missed that throw in the end zone. And then really, if you want to get nitpicky, we were maybe 3 inches away from winning this game. Remember the 4th down run on the goal line?
Yeah, that's a tough one. Here's the deal. Don't go up top. You can't jump from the 3. Can you tell me? There's only been one gentleman, one running back that I've ever seen jump from the 3 that can make it. One in the history.
In the history of football or the history of Nebraska?
Maybe I'm missing some of it. Walter Payton.
Well,
Sweetness was the only one I've ever seen jump for like 3 or 4 yards deep and can make it.
Maybe 3 or 4 yards, yeah.
That doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Greg said, why wasn't the spot challenge? I think, isn't it just like pro, everything under 2 minutes has got to be up top? They got to stop it. I think maybe I'm wrong, but they got to stop it.
Yeah, under 2. I don't think you could challenge.
Also, boy, my goodness. Some bright spot. Sean Hull.
Yeah.
Kicking. Holy moly. You made a great point. We talked about the kicking game. By the way, he kept us right in it. Those bombs, the 54-yard bomb, which, by the way, don't lie. How many of you went and said, all right, I'm going to go get a beer.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it. How many of you thought drives were going to end up in a different direction? And boom, he bombed. I'm gonna lie to you, I stood up where I was sitting at and kind of went behind the couch and like
we didn't know how it was gonna go.
I got up off the couch and I moved away from my boy Murr.
I think everybody in the nation, everybody in the world was surprised to see that field goal go in.
You made a great point. By the way, is Brett Maher making that big of an impact?
Maybe. I mean, hell, I forgot he was even coaching.
Coach Rule has said, by the way, the kicking during the week is really stinking good.
And look, I think we should believe him. You finally got the snaps together, and you're right. I said earlier, maybe this is what when our kicking game is working. Maybe we're actually we can hang with teams
when special teams comes together. I told somebody Mers and I said, "No, it really makes me mad is why couldn't he have made 1 or 2 of these against Illinois?" Damn it! So, all right, there you go. It's no more victories, by the way.
I thought Jamari Butler played a hell of a game.
I think he's healthier.
He was my MVP.
I think he's healthier right now. He's in more snaps right now.
Greg mentioned Raiola taking off a few times. That helped us so much in the first half. He didn't really do it in the second half, but hopefully that gives him confidence that he could do that because, teams aren't going to be spying him.
No.
And that is
he did a good job of doing that. That was part of the game
that
kind of popped out. Triz, I agree. Coach Rawls says the offense is great all week long. I feel like that's when Frost used to say we have the best Monday practice ever.
Yeah, no, it's coach.
Something's got to change on the offense, man. Some rhyme or reason. So, all right, man, there you go.
Greg said he was calling Joel Klatt an idiot. Was it? It was a 50.
Joel Klatt. Joel Klatt and Gus Johnson, by the way, were about as dumb as possible in this game. And I'm not going to sit up there. Everything they talked about was going for it, not taking points. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, that was a game
they lost in tune. They wanted Ohio State to win this. Everybody, the Big Ten again.
Because they had to have next week.
They got Penn State. They had to have,
and they're in big new kickoff.
Not going to get me off that. Yes,
he's going to that game.
Yes, not going to get me off that part. And even announcing wise, they were like, it's almost like they're not giving Nebraska the time of day on these telecasts, on these broadcasts, because it didn't matter. Everything you should go for, you got nothing to lose kind of comments.
Yeah, I was kind of working on my Gus Johnson impersonation over the weekend because, everything he says, he just is so serious about it. If he were to say something about what he was going home to eat for dinner, he'd be like, tonight I'm going home for dinner and eating lasagna. Something like that. The final word of his sentences is always like climatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm going to go fill up my car with
Here's
gas.
what you should do this because we're going to go to break. Take us to break in Gus Johnson.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup on KFOR. We're going to take a commercial break. After this, Evan Bland with the Omaha World Herald.
More next on the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
I'm fine-tuning it.
That was
it's
good.
Not
I
good,
like it. We're going to work on that. That was good. But he is Mr. Emphasis on the every last word.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're probably done with him unless we get another big nude kickoff. They'd maybe go to USC. But
this week, I believe it's 2:30 start, and I think it's at Big Ten. I think it's the B10. I think they're having like the Big Ten tailgate here.
Are they coming here for that
I
game?
think so. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's BTN. 2:30 start. Weather. I hope the weather changes. Or
It's
does
supposed to rain.
Or does it benefit us? Which one does it benefit? Cold and rainy would benefit Nebraska.
You think so?
Those Californians coming here.
There's a lot of them coming too.
Those Californians. UCLA ain't bringing people.
No, they are.
They are.
We have a
Big
ton
Ten.
of alumni tailgates scheduled at Tavern.
UCLA people.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, they'll get their allotment. That's it. Big Ten. Yeah, I did read that the tailgate was coming to town.
I feel bad for them because they take whatever nobody wants. You know, they take what game day doesn't take. They take what Big Noon kickoff doesn't want. And now they're stuck doing Nebraska, UCLA.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, fans are stupid too, throwing stuff.
Yeah. By the way, that's probably why they didn't flag day. Number one, it was during during a review.
I'm watching this play. Sorry, this play of like I went back and I wanted to see it. How does that guy think that guy's got the ball? Benhart. How does he think Benhart has the ball?
I don't know. I don't know.
And by the way, Benhart's the guy on top of the guy.
I know.
Oh my.
But that's obviously what they thought.
But look at the pile. Look where the ball came out. Take it. I mean,
You probably saw some blonde in the stands and got distracted, and either that or he's blind. He could be blind.
I almost said something. I'm not. Sorry.
Well,
Evan's gonna be a happy guy today too, boy. We could talk a little Denver Broncos with him.
yeah, we could.
Oh, I got a great opening question. Yes. Yep, I already got it. Radio Gold coming up.
God, I'm so happy my car didn't get towed.
You are like that. If
I don't know how it didn't, by the way.
You would have.
I don't know how it did it.
I would have gotten the call, huh?
I think the
Hooks!
persons whose spot I was in either overslept or was late to work. Thank God they were, because I would have got towed.
Hooks.
Yeah, and you were late, so you couldn't have come and picked me
I
up.
wasn't late. Right 840 says, pretty good Wilgus. Wilgus. Do we call it Wilgus? Barbarian is the movie you're watching, apparently. Put in the calendar. I wish you were alive when Blockbuster was open. You had to go and actually rent the movie. You were barely old enough.
Where are you?
Oh.
And I'm so
Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy Monday. Let's bring our guy from Omaha World Herald, Evan Bland. Evan, happy Monday.
Happy Monday, guys. How's it going?
We're great. Evan, I have to ask you, here's the opener for you. What surprises you more at this point? That Nebraska hit a 54-yard field goal and the kicking game and John Hull looked amazing, or that your Broncos are 5-3?
I mean, they're both pretty notable in their own rights. People locally are moving the goalposts with the Broncos now, saying, "Hey, it's playoffs or bust." I didn't know that they win 5 games all year, so this is, kind of a fun, pleasant surprise. But let's give credit to John Hall too. I mean, that was a guy who you heard about it in camp, about the big leg, and you saw it in practice. You're certainly the players saw it in practice, and the coaches did, and I mean, what a cool moment for him to come out 1 for 5 entering the game, coming into the horseshoe, and goes 3 for 3. Was very nearly the reason Nebraska pulled an upset and hits a 54-yarder. I mean, that's good stuff. So I think we can be, so let's be happy with both. Both, you would have won some money, I think, if you put down a futures bet on either one of those things, and just enjoy the moment with both.
We're talking to Evan Bland with the Omaha World Herald. Well, let's dive into this football game over the weekend, man. That was, I think a lot of people had expectations. I had expectations that we were going to get blown out, and I was wrong. What impressed you most on Saturday, Evan?
Well, I mean, you're not alone. I predicted 38-10 Ohio State, and it didn't turn out that way. I thought, looking at the game, kind of the one area that Nebraska maybe could lean on that would give it the advantage was its defensive line against Ohio State's offensive line. And you think back to Indiana a week ago, the Hoosiers made a point of really attacking the edges and avoiding the Ty Robinsons and Nash Hutmakers and Jamari Butlers and really making Nebraska work on the edges. And they didn't do a very good job of that. And Ohio State doesn't, I don't think, have that kind of thought process. They think, hey, we're going to be able to attack right into the trenches and establish field position and things like that. And they couldn't do it consistently. I mean, Nebraska won so many of the 3rd and shorts and 4th and shorts. You think about that defining last drive for Ohio State when it was 4th and 2 and they converted. They didn't run the ball. They did a quick throw in the flat and got 2 yards. So I think that was the area that I was most impressed with, was what Nebraska's defensive line did up front, stuff in the run, pressuring Will Howard over and over again. And ultimately it comes down to Ohio State had explosive plays when they needed them. They had former 5-star receivers. All of them made plays. They hit the 40-yarder and the 60-yarder for touchdown catches. Nebraska generally hung with them in terms of controlling the line of scrimmage and the run game, but they didn't have that explosive play. They didn't have that home run hitter as a receiver, as a running back, and so that ultimately made the difference. But man, what a performance from the Black Shirts! What a just a gritty effort from Dylan Raiola and an offense that's still somewhat limited, but I thought found itself a little bit more, especially in the run game. They got Thomas Fidone mixed in just a bit more. So I thought, like, regardless of what the outcome was going to be, this felt like a culture game to me, where either Nebraska is the team that it showed that it was at Indiana, or it was going to rebuke that and refute that. And I thought they did that, pretty well, to the point that it had the nation's attention there late in the game and almost went down as one of their biggest upset wins really ever.
Evan, obviously the Black Shirts played great and had a great scheme for it, but you look on the other side of the ball, I tell you what, it felt like to me, from a play calling standpoint, the tale of two halves. Obviously, the first half would be looked at more than anything, because when I was watching, and maybe we'll get comments on this, about it felt like the total definition of insanity watching those plays happen, the screenplays. But was it the play calling that baffled people with the screens, or was the fact that we looked like we don't really, I don't know what to say, the physicality of receivers blocking on the edges to make those plays work?
Yeah, I mean, and that's something that the coaches and the players have not shied away from in the weeks prior, about that being a weakness, perimeter blocking, and something they're still working through. So some of that maybe could be, hey, this is what you want to work on. You want to maybe outthink your opponent a little bit and go to that part of your game when maybe they're not expecting that. But I don't know. I'm kind of split on it, because on the one hand, yeah, it was ineffective, and Ohio State stuffed a bunch of them at the line of scrimmage or even behind the line of scrimmage. But on the other hand, like, if the game that you're trying to play, if you're Nebraska, is you want to shorten the game, win the time of possession, which they did, and be, somewhat conservative in terms of preventing giveaways. And they did a good job of that. They didn't give the ball away much. And if you start taking deep shots downfield time and again, I mean, that's going to expose you to strip sacks or to interceptions or what have you. And, I just thought they played to what they thought their strengths were, which again was like, you're probably not going to have an explosive play down the field. They haven't had a ton of those. So how are you going to be able to piece together some drives? Are you going to not give Ohio State a short field and allow your defense to do work? And I think they did that. Really, to me, they came, a turnover shy of winning that game. If the Black Shirts had been able to get one more interception or finished a strip sack or whatever it might be, I think that could have been one of those sequences that maybe would have flipped the outcome in Nebraska's favor. But, again, like if you go, I don't think you want to go at this point head to head with Ohio State in terms of a shootout and trying to push it downfield. So, I get that there was some frustration there. Maybe they could have swapped out some of those screens and horizontal passes for some runs, but you're trying to find a way to be unpredictable, to keep Ohio State's staunch front line off balance. And maybe they did that just enough, and it just came down to a play or two in the fourth quarter that didn't go their way.
How many times with all the screenplays did you either think about or say Tanner Lee's name?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since Nebraska's executed screenplays consistently. Yes, I mean that's true. It's I don't know. I mean, perimeter blocking is part of that.
Mm-hmm.
I just it just comes down again to like if you're Nebraska, how are you going to score points?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're probably not going to do the 4 or 5 play touchdown drives where a guy breaks loose and takes it to the house. Like they just don't have that kind of personnel. And so you can run it some. I thought the quarterback run wrinkle with Raiola was good. That was new. That was welcome. That loosened up that Ohio State defense a little bit. That's something I think that could be important moving forward. But again, like that's the goal if you're Nebraska is how do you piece together a 10-play drive and finish it with a touchdown? And they're not all going to be explosive, but they're going to take off some clock. It's got to give you the threat of at least 3, 4, 5 yards. And so that's kind of the style of this staff too, is like, let's look at what we're not good at and either get better at it or scrap it. And clearly they're not scrapping it. So they feel like they can get better in that area. And so maybe that's, part of the offense to watch here for the last third of the season.
We're talking to Evan Bland. By the way, Evan, I have a new idea how we could fix this officiating problem in college football. Basically, you just you just release all the names of the referees. You release their home addresses, and you make them scared to make the wrong call.
Wow. I mean, maybe like that. That's how they play college football in Soviet Russia or something like that. Where you get over there and you threaten them in that way. That's a possibility.
I think it would work.
How about a GPS system? Like where you don't have to worry about human error on spotting the ball. And man, there were some tough ones. Like tennis is doing it. You see other baseball's doing it. They have TrackMan and all these sophisticated things. Why can't football do it? You would think there's always going to be a human element. That's always part of the game. What's a catch? What's not a catch? I think we try to figure that out every week. But even just something as simple as spotting the ball. Did they have the first down? I mean, man, like you got to get that stuff right. So I'll go with GPS over like, threatening a guy and his family. But that's just me. Maybe I'm going out on a limb there.
No, I think you're right. Well, also, I mean, the XFL, they use that type of stuff too, if I'm not mistaken. So it's already been shown that you could use that stuff in a football game. I'm with you, man. You got to get something in there because it's been happening way too often. As UCLA comes to town next week, what do you think this team has to do? The mentality has to be this week to where, we don't come out flat like we did against Indiana, to where we can kind of use this momentum and get that 6th win.
Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? Like Nebraska's been in this spot before where they've almost beaten a good team, a ranked team, and it doesn't always carry over. And so as Matt Rule said afterward, he told the guys, what we saw today, you better be this same team next week. And so we've seen the low point of the season last week. We've seen one of the high points in that Ohio State game. I'd still put Colorado probably at the top of that list. That win keeps looking better. But what does the consistency piece look like now for Nebraska? We've seen kind of the range of what they can be, but can they come out at home and play with conviction and play loose and know their assignments? As good as the defense has been, there have been a couple of those games where you wonder about the tackling. It's a little bit spotty at times. And then the offense, I thought it found a little bit of something in the run game with what Dante Dowdell was able to do. Emmett Johnson looked, I thought, as explosive as he has all year and ripped off a couple good runs. And so I think you know, at this point in the year, like you're not, you kind of are what you are, right? Like you're probably not unveiling some big new wrinkle or big new thing. Nebraska is going to be a team it needs to be efficient when it runs, that can shake it up with a wildcat look from Harburg or a sweep from Ja'Cory Barney. And it just kind of is, it is what it is. So like, I think they found maybe a formula in Columbus where if the defense plays to the level it did, if the offense can control the clock and move the ball on the ground, like that sort of stuff translates into November when the weather gets colder and the wind starts blowing a little bit more. So, you know, UCLA's, they haven't been good. They've been a 2-5 team. Yeah, they went to Rutgers and won a couple weeks ago, which I guess gets your attention a little bit. But you know, that's a game you got. If you can beat UCLA and get that 6th win and get that bowl drought off the back of the program, that's a huge step. That's a big step forward for what Nebraska wants to be. And then you look at those last 3 games and you say, man, you could go 3-0, you could go 0-3 if you put forth, you know, the effort that we saw either of the last 2 weeks. So it's an exciting month for Nebraska. It'll ultimately define what their season's been, and maybe for the first time in 5 or 6 years, what they're working for is some off-season momentum after a strong finish. So we'll see if they can do it.
Well, Evan, we'll get you out of here on this one. Probably the biggest question we're going to have all week for guys like you and I. Do you have your Halloween plans booked and ready to go in your route to get the best candy?
Well, you know, we'll with some young kids, we go to the grandparents' neighborhood for a little bit and do Boo at the Zoo in Lincoln. That's always fun. The weather should be decent for that. And then you know, you got to parse out the candy to the kids and you set the expectations, right? That's a pro tip. Like, you can have this much each day, and if they don't notice that certain items are removed in the unwritten rule of the parent tax, then that's part of the deal too. So they don't need to know that until they're grown-ups. But yes, I think the weather should be good, so there's that too. But yeah, get ready for the sugar rush and get those routes playing. I think we're all set.
Awesome, Evan, man. We appreciate your time on the Monday, and have a great week. And let's just hope next week we're going to open that segment with you going Happy Victory Monday, man. Have a great week.
All right, appreciate you guys. See ya.
Thanks, Evan. Evan Bland, Omaha World Herald. Great stuff from him. Let's take a break, come back, jump in the NFL.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
Good stuff. Dad tax is real, brother. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Right. Dad tax is real. Except for me, I don't like candy, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Greg.
Yeah, how spicy?
Greg, I would have been really spicy.
Yes.
What do you think I would have been like?
Spicy.
I've been through that before, and it sucks.
I've taken you out to pick up your car.
You have, and that turned into a whole
I
thing.
almost had to come back out and get you, didn't I, or something like that?
Yeah, because I had the wrong plates on my car.
You had a lot of other
How the
issues
hell
going on.
how the hell do you have the wrong plates on your car?
Well, you were going through a transition time at that point with that car.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Dropped you off way out at the tow shop and left you.
And I had to Uber across town. Ugh, what a thing. Whatever. I'm over it.
You sure? Want to talk about it?
No,
Nope.
I'm good
All right,
now.
man.
I didn't get
All right.
towed. We're good.
Good to go. He is right. You always, that's one thing on Halloween, man, is with kids. And we're almost graduated out of Halloween stuff, but
Almost.
Well, Tanner will probably go hang out with a buddy. He's 10. He'll still do it. Like, he's the only one in costume this year.
Oh, okay.
The biggest thing is you check the weather. Weather's big. What happened? Let's look. So they're calling for Halloween. 58 for a high, 35 for a low that night. So it'd be fine.
It'll be a little chilly.
Weird weather week this week, like 80 today, 84 and blowing tomorrow, then 66 and rain Wednesday, then 58. Boy, game day now. Be interested to see if the forecast holds. Saturday, rain early, then remaining cloudy with showers in the afternoon. High 63, southeast winds 10 to 15. Chance of rain 70.
Might be raining, huh?
That night says light rain early, then remaining cloudy with thunderstorms developing late.
Ooh, wow. So there's a chance really all day.
All day. So we'll have to see. We'll have to play that.
All right.
One would think that it would help benefit us, right?
Why?
I don't know. Run the football. It's our
I guess
it's our state. It's colder. They're coming from a warm weather environment.
They don't get rain, really.
Yeah. Lane, my buddy, Lane says, how can GPS tell if the runner was down, though?
Wait, what? Say it again?
Like when the runner was down. Like it'll get the ball, but how can you tell when the runner's down?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to chip all of our players. Good thing.
Put a chip in the knee.
Yeah.
In the knee pads.
Or just, every running back, every skills guy gets the GPS installed before the game.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. We shouldn't even be talking about this because how do you not know who has the ball?
I don't know. Like you said, he was off. He was drifting away doing something. He was out here.
I mean, my God. I think part of the reason is half these referees are 50, 60 years old.
Well, wait a minute. I'm really close to 50, so be careful.
Well,
I think
maybe you shouldn't be officiating games.
Was it just shocking maybe that Nebraska actually did convert that play? And he blinked. That can't be right. They ran it. That can't be right. Who knows? Who knows? NFL coming up. Man, boy, top 3, bottom 3. I think we stunk it up this week in picks. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy Monday. Special thanks to Evan Bland with the Omaha World Herald hanging out with us. NFL week, man. It was kind of a different week when you look at it. How do we do in our picks?
Well, we all started off pretty bad.
Yeah.
You went 7-8.
All right.
I went 8-7.
All right.
And Dane went 9-6.
Whoa.
And I have a special announcement.
You're flipping your pick.
I am flipping. It's official. I'm flipping from the Giants to the Steelers tonight.
Who am I on right now?
You're on the Steelers. Yeah. We picked it at Pittsburgh -6.
That's what it's at on here
still.
So,
I am flipping the Pittsburgh. Dana's on the Giants.
Yeah. Oh, boy. A couple games out there you're looking at it. Cardinals get it done by 1. We're going to look at standings real quick in a minute, too, when you look at these games, because there's some interesting stuff happening. Tua makes it back, 234 to touchdown. In that one, they get a victory. 4-4 Cardinals now. Dolphins fall to 2-5. That's getting bleak right now. Falcons hold on. They come back, by the way, roaring back in that game. That was a lot of Buccaneers early.
If you have Kyle Pitts on your fantasy team, you are finally happy about his
he's
performance.
Finally a viable target now. Like Kirk Cousins getting there helps him, right?
Give it time.
I'm just saying he gets it done. Maybe the shocking game of the week when you look at it. Jameis Winston and the Browns.
Yeah.
Shocking win. They get it done 29-24. Winston 334 and 3 touchdowns. My goodness.
Jameis is the man.
Jameis is the man. And I love it, by the way. Did you see his postgame? He never misses a moment to have a moment. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't.
We should bring it up. He quoted the I know what he called him, but I think he called him this white boy out of Detroit.
Oh,
he quoted Eminem. He got one chance, one opportunity in his postgame. It's pretty good.
He's funny.
It's pretty good. Packers, they hold on. They last second field goal to win that one, 30-27. News in that one is Jordan Love went out of that game. Possible growing issue going on. He was limping around pretty good. So we'll see how that goes out for them. But they improved to 6-2. Jags fall to 2-6. Colts do not get it done. The Texans hang on in that one, 23-20. Mixon 102. And a touch.
He got hurt, I think.
Yeah, Richardson, by the way, he went out as well in moments of that game. Not like he couldn't breathe and stuff. He's not in shape.
Did Mixon get hurt?
I don't remember. It wasn't on, so I wasn't watching.
Okay. All right.
That one as well. Boy, Jets are in some serious trouble, huh? Fall to 2-6. The Patriots improved to 2-6. They get it done. 25-22.
Man, that is crazy.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson has a good day. I mean, it's fine. Whatever. Speaking of another team that's reeling at this point, maybe their ship has sailed. The Jets are gone. How about the Eagles? Eagles 37-17 at Cincy.
Yeah, it just blew them out. One of the few games Marco got wrong.
Yeah, Marco, by the way,
last
went
week.
6-2 on our show. 6-2 if you followed the picks. Bengals are in trouble, man. They fall to 3-5. Eagles to 6-2 in that one. Lions, sorry, Titans, 52-14.
They're good.
Golf only threw for like 85 yards.
They're good.
They're good. Bills keep rolling, man. They go out to Seattle, get a big win, 31-10 out there. Chargers, Saints are bad right now. They are. They are bad. 26-8. 26-8. Put that in your scorebook, in your bingo card. And it was not a touchdown in a 2-point conversion. That was a safety and a couple field goals.
Oof.
In that one, where Broncos improve, beat the Panthers 28-14. The Chiefs get it done last night, 27-20. Boy, what an interesting game. I don't know if you saw the video of this. The Commanders went 18-15. Have you seen this video? It's on a Hail Mary. They won on a 52-yard Hail Mary.
You don't think I know this?
What?
You don't think I know that they won on a Hail Mary?
Oh, yeah, no. But did you see the video of the defensive back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Take that.
Yeah, we had that game on at the bar, and when that happened, everybody just was going nuts. It was one of the coolest moments I've ever seen. But also, let's not forget, like, isn't that coaching 101?
Yeah.
To have guys in front of the goal line and in the end zone?
Pretty incredible.
I mean, geez.
Pretty incredible. Like I said, that's incredible. The Chiefs get it done 27-20, but boy, the highlight of the night might have been watching the Cowboys lose again.
Yeah, they're bad.
Dak is bad. The Cowboys are bad.
Actually, that wasn't the highlight of the night. This was the highlight of the night right here.
The scar tissue to make sure he had full range of motion when he made his NFL debut.
That was good. Boy, real quick before we get to top three, bottom three, the divisions, the East, AFC East, Buffalo 6-2. Airbelt's got 2 wins. Boy, that division looks about sewed up almost. They can just.
Oh yeah, it's done.
Cincinnati, I guess they're not dead yet, but you got Pittsburgh and Baltimore 5-2. Pittsburgh, they'll play tonight to see if they can take a lead in that division. Baltimore 5-3. Cincy 3-5, 2-6. Cleveland there. Houston 2-game advantage right now. They're 6-2. 4-4. Indianapolis there. Chiefs 7-0. They stay status quo there. Denver 5-3. They sit in second place right now. Boy, looking at Washington 6-2, Philly 5-2. That looks like a 2-team race at this point of this year. Detroit 6-1. Green Bay does not let it go. They're 6-2. Minnesota 5-2. Bears 4-3.
Yeah,
not dead yet. The South, that's a 2-team race. Atlanta, they take a 1-game lead, 5-3 to 4-4. Tampa. This West is interesting because we were leaving some teams for dead in this a while back. Arizona, San Fran, Seattle, all 4-4.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rams are lurking now at 3-4.
Yeah.
The Rams have a distinct chance to leave next week if they can beat Seattle with a chance, like with maybe a portion of first place.
Part of me thinks they should be the favorites right now in that division, but I can see why San Francisco would be the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Rams are getting everything back at the right time, and
they
should be the favorites. I think.
You look next week in those games, the Bears got to go out to Arizona. The Rams, Seahawks are going to play each other. San Fran's on a bye. I mean, there's some good games next week. You can look at those as well. So top three, bottom three, Will Wilson.
All right.
Want to start at the bottom?
Yeah. Number 30.
I got Tennessee.
Oh, hold on. Before we do that, let's take this call.
Take the call.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on the morning hookup.
Good morning, guys.
What up, Ernesto? Or should I say, hello, Andrew?
Andrew.
Hello, Bill. I'm here for the interview for the market manager of Southeast Region of Slim's Chickens.
What's going on?
Good. Have you heard the latest rumor? DDT's going to be moonlighting for Wager Talk because he evidently can pick them.
Apparently.
But
jeez.
But I watched the game at a bar while with my laptop, finished up a nursing term paper. Did you enjoy cleaning your garage and watching the game, Bill?
You know what? It's interesting enough. I actually just did my normal activity. I watched the game. I could not bring myself to go golf or do anything. I actually just watched it.
Yeah, that was a classic, man. I mean, I was really happy. I even got goosebumps. I was fairly and badly disappointed, and even more so on Sunday. No comment. Hey, real quick, Did the calendar help you, Bill? I mean, Will, that I sent you, the coloring one, is it helping you?
The coloring calendar? No, I've gone to the digital world calendar.
Well, you can give that to some kid for Halloween, and then never mind on that one. Hey, Bill, you're wrong. There's one other guy who could have jumped from the 3-yard line. Lawrence Phillips.
Oh,
and Brian Thomas Jr. The T stands for touchdown. We're talking about firing the whole team. I'm just done with it. I just hope the Huskers can make it to a solid bowl and do some great things. And one more thing, Bill, I've talked about this. Blockbuster.
Yeah.
You know, we always have foreplay with our girlfriends and stuff at Blockbuster. For Will, Netflix has cut all that out. So everything's kind of empty. Woo!
Oh man, so much to not unpack in that call.
That was, oh my gosh.
All right, top 3, bottom 3.
By the way, I have been to Blockbuster. I was young enough to remember that.
Yeah, holding your mom's hand. That's the only way you got to Blockbuster.
Yeah. So what?
So go. All right.
Top 3, bottom 3.
What would we say? 30. I got Tennessee at 30.
So do I.
Okay. 31. Who do you got?
Carolina.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Yes. Oh, I love that so much. Thank you.
The Dallas Cowboys have entered my bottom 3.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Put them where they belong.
You were doing the Lord's work.
Carolina's the worst team I put out there still.
I have as my worst team in the NFL, I have the New York Jets. Because when you go on the road and you lose to a team like New England, there is no other way for me to think different.
Mm-hmm.
You suck. You're terrible. You're the worst team in the NFL, the New York Jets.
That's the best.
Top 3.
Oh, 3. Enter in for me the Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow.
I think they've been down and out and been given a bunch of crap, but you know what they just keep doing?
What's that?
Winning.
Okay.
They just keep winning, man.
Actually, I'm okay with that pick.
It's not I'm not off base.
I'm okay with that because
they're winners of 3 straight. I know they're not great, but they got the Browns. They just keep winning at all odds, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and their schedule, by the way, kind of shapes up if they're going to keep rolling. They go the next few weeks. November, Jacksonville at home, again in Philly, to the Cowboys, Commanders, Rams. Watch out.
Well, those 2 at the end aren't easy, but
it's fine.
Okay.
I wasn't giving Washington a nod. It was a Hail Mary.
I will agree with that. I mean, because I have Buffalo at 3, and I think you could probably change those 2 out.
I can get down with that too.
All
for
right,
sure.
Number 2.
Kansas City Chiefs.
So do I.
The number 1 team, in our opinion,
the Lions. Yeah. They look
top to bottom.
Oh, man, they look good.
They just are a good football team.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Credit Dan Campbell for the turnaround of that. Like they believe. Talking about, we want Nebraska to feel like that.
Yeah.
The way they feel when they walk into any game.
Right.
They're going. I think that's what Coach Rule wants. Like feel like Dan Campbell and the Lions. And maybe I'm hoping again, no more victories, but that was a step that Nebraska took on Saturday.
Yeah, I hope so.
Belief.
By the way, I beat Nora in fantasy football.
You had to throw that out there, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, because she was very cocky. She's like, you're just not gonna win.
But
that's what she said.
You're
just not gonna win. That's what she said.
Fantasy football is so reactionary. Like last week, you were quitting.
I
beat Nora.
Well, I'm still in a bad spot. I'm not like totally happy, but I'm happy beating her because, like I said, she was very confident and cocky.
Tonight, Game 3 World Series. By the way, Yankees gonna need some, brother.
Yeah,
they're at home.
Oh, we forgot our daily wager.
Daily wager.
Give me Stanton home run.
I'll take Ohtani home run. There you go.
All right,
guys, have a great. We'll see you tomorrow.